What's the AXR Mini Pod? It's an intro to our next guest on the Your Future in Sales and Marketing podcast. In only a couple of minutes, you'll get a sense of what makes them tick and a taster of the insights to come. From me, Mike Dixon, Director of AXR Recruitment and Search. Enjoy. Mimo Lebrano, Managing Director of Sandra's Fine Foods. Welcome to the Mini Pod, the Fast Five.
Thank you.
What three words best describe you?
Impatient, energetic, impatient, passionate. There you go.
Brilliant. Yeah. Which leader would you love to work for and why?
A leader I'd love to work for. Geez. God, that's a hard one. Does it have to be a name of a person that we know?
Yeah.
Oh, geez, that's almost impossible to answer. Look, I'd have to say Mr. Ferrero. There you go, Mr. Ferrero in Italy, who's a passionate Italian guy. Or I think he's passed on now. Unfortunately, I think his sons are running the business, or the grandsons are running the business. I just think Ferrero is the consummate brand. I think I'd learned so much working for a company like Ferrero that just espouses Italian passion. So yeah, he would be a perfect boss for Mr. Ferrero. So
brilliant.
Love him.
Okay. What are you most proud of in your career?
Most proud of in my career is that I've been allowed to, by my family and my immediate family and my mother and father and brother and my wife to do what I have to do. There's one thing that you can be called successful, but someone's got to allow you to do that. So my brother has never ever got in the way of what I believe, even though he thought things might have been wrong. My wife has probably had many times where she goes, "You have to jump on a plane again." So having a very supportive family and a very supportive work environment and hiring incredibly talented people that I think we've got the best in the game. I think we've got the best talent in the game.
What's the biggest mistake you've ever made?
Biggest mistake is probably trusting the wrong people, getting close to certain customers. And when you become so friendly with customers that they become almost like workmates or buddies, and then they end up being customers that owe you a lot of money, and then they sort of disappear. And that's cost you a lot of money. So that's the dark side. But by the same token, Mike, if you want to put a positive spin, whatever you lost, if it's $1, $10 or $1 million, that's the cost of your education. So your education is measured in the cost of what it costs you to learn that lesson. So if it cost you a lot of money, it was a big lesson. In our case, it was a huge lesson we learned by trusting the wrong people. And we learned, and fortunately from those early mistakes, and we made it more than once too, by trusting the wrong people, investing in the wrong people. We should have caught it earlier. And now, fortunately, we do call it earlier, which is good. So, we trusted the wrong people. They owed us money and they disappeared. So, yeah.
Okay. And finally, what's the best piece of advice you've ever been given?
Best piece of advice I've ever been given. Jeez, that's an interesting one. You know what it is? And this relates to you. There you go. This relates to you. Hire slowly, fire quickly. You've heard that a million times, correct? Right?
Oh, yeah.
And you know what? Every time you've done it, you think, God, and I'm hiring at the moment, and I just got to think, no, hire slowly, And so it's one of those things that it is one of those things that you just always think, hire slowly, fire quickly. And of course, when you fire, which no one likes to do, everyone says, you should have done that 6 months ago. And everyone says that. But when you hire, if you hire the wrong person, well, what happened with the hiring process? Oh, we just hired in 5 minutes. Well, did you think about it? Did you go through the process? And so it's like, we just need someone tomorrow. Well, just hire slowly,
Great.
So that's where you can help people, Mike.
Absolutely.
That's you. That's me throwing it back to you, Mike. So
get recruitment right.
Exactly. And you guys make it so much easier for us. So
Neil, thank you very much.
Thank you. Well done.